Doesn't that look like a sweet little bungalow? And it is a sweet little bungalow, but it's a very haunted sweet little bungalow. Now here we are at Eden Camp. I'm going to go to night vision when we get in this place, but for those of you who've watched Most Haunted, this place is no stranger. We've had so much stuff going on here. And there's me. Hello everyone. And I absolutely adore this place. Absolutely love it. Now the bathroom there. In fact, let's go back to the bathroom and have a look. Because through the window here we can see what is on those shelves. Because in the past, the stuff that's on there has been thrown off, as a lot of you will have seen. But those of you who haven't seen anything of this before, these things on the shelf have this tendency to fall off into the bath. And as you can see, they're very well stacked, so there's no way can they come off. Anyway, let's have a quick look around before we go in. This is the wonderful Eden Camp, and it's a testament to the Great British military services. And there's the greatest flag in the world just there for everyone to see. Sorry, I know I get a bit carried away because I love my country, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go in here. Right, now I'm going to go into night vision purely because as soon as we get in, actually let's do day vision first. Just have a wander around so you can see everything that there is. The good thing about doing this, I guess, is that if anything moves, I get the chance to have a look back in the edit to see if there's anything out of place. Now, pickled eggs. They are some of my favourite things in the world. Right, let's have a quick look at this. Now these places are done so well. There's a few little changes since I was last here. As you can see, there are some dark places as well as light places in here. That's why when I go to night vision, it will all be the same. Stuff. Now that clock's ticked and tocked before, and it's not even wound up. There's the bicycle. We've had that moving in the past. I'm just showing you the whole place before we do the night vision thing. As we've had stuff in this room before. Now let's just make sure there's nothing in those cupboards. There's nothing in this cupboard. No. Yeah, just a chair. Let's shut those. There's a scarecrow outside. And there we have everything that I can look back on now if anything moves. What a great heater! I've not seen that before. Wow, that's certainly of its time. And we've got, well, that's all. I can't get into those cupboards, but that's there. There's stuff in front. We've got this room, sweet little teddy bear. Again, there's nothing. I'm going to show you into that cupboard. I know this is getting a little bit boring, but oh crumbs! It says falling over the chair. But I'm showing you that no one. Oh crumbs! Well, no one can get in there. Is anywhere in these. That's just there, and there's no cupboard here at all, and that is just there. Under the beds, let's have a look, and that's just full of stuff, and so is that full of stuff. Let's show you the bathroom. It's like I'm on a daytime property show. Now that's just full of stuff. Now that was like that last time I was here, so that's just storage. And the bathroom, now we were looking through that window not long ago, and that gives us a chance of looking there in case any of those move. There's a towel there. Right. Taps. There's no water in here, I don't think. Let's just have a... No, they don't. No, that moves, but there's no water. Now, what's on here? Is that important? No idea what that is. But there's stuff. And there we are. Right. Now I'm going to go to night vision. The main reason is so everything is the same colour, therefore there's no real confusion and there's no dark spots either. So that means everything that we see in the corners is illuminated the same. So let's go back to the start. Door's not actually shut, so let me shut the door. Actually, it won't shut perfectly, so let's start here. Is anyone here? Thank you for letting me into your beautiful home. And it is a beautiful home. This would have just been hustle and bustle of things being made, all with fresh vegetables, mostly probably grown in the garden. How healthy would that have been? What's in here? Again, just I think your home is beautiful, and it is very comforting. It's something that you'd be very proud of. I'd be very proud of having a house like this that felt so wonderful and comfortable, and certainly one that stood the test of time, as this has. Can I ask if you can share some of your life with me? If you can show yourself to me. Make a noise. Move something. Or just communicate with me. Because that's all I want to do, is just communicate with you. I would love to know more about your life. About how you lived, how you felt. There's so many objects around. And if you can move one, use my energy, use anything that I have that you can take, my energy, just to show me you're here. It's really strange because it's not a bad feeling in here whatsoever. Absolutely nothing. None. But you do feel as though you're being watched, almost as though you've kind of walked in on somebody's day. And I guess it's set up for that because you've got a breakfast scenario here and some old coins there. Well, 10 shilling note. Don't really remember 10 shilling notes, but I actually have a 10 shilling note in my wallet all the time. I don't know why, I just do. Strange, I know. What's here? What are these? First aid hints for the home. I imagine that's a Bible. Most houses would have a Bible. I absolutely love this place. I mean, this sort of 1930s lamp is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Well, I love your home. Can you talk to me? Can you show yourself to me? I'm going to sit in one of these chairs and see if I can get anything to... Right, I think if I sit here... There we go, how's that? Now, sitting in silence, just for a few moments, helps you to understand the property a bit more. The natural bangs or movement. And you can discount those when we're doing the investigation. So there are actually no sounds. There's hardly any wind. There's more of a breeze than a wind. I've got this on. It has been quite warm today, but it's getting cooler now. But there's no cracks or moans from the house. I'm calling out to anyone that lived here in this beautiful little home where you must have nurtured your family, where there was love, there was laughter. I'd love to join in with some of that, or share that with you. Or if there's someone from before this place was here and on the land. We know that there are prisoners of war here. Right, I'm not sure if the camera would have picked that up, but I heard like a voice. I don't think it can be anyone from outside because I'm not hearing it now. Was that you? Can you make another sound? I mean you no harm. And if you can see me and wonder what this stranger's doing in your home, then talk to me. Right, that was in the kitchen. Now we all heard that. Hello? There was a noise out in the kitchen here, like something being moved. I can't see anything out of place, but it was more metal, so I suppose pans or... Can you move something again for me, please? Can you make a noise? I have no idea why I feel so at home in these sort of World War II places. I have no idea why I feel so at home. If I walk out of the kitchen, can you make another sound? Nothing. There was definitely a noise from the kitchen, and it's like something's moving in here, but I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. Can you show yourself to me? Come on, please. I don't mean you any harm. I don't mean you any ridicule or to make you feel uncomfortable. But if you'd like me to leave, I will leave. I just love to communicate with you, just to talk. Right, I heard again something, but I can't pinpoint where it's like something's moving, but I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. Let's go and have a look around. Great, that bike moved again. Wow. Well, those things have been used once, and probably the people that used them are no longer here. No, it's quite quiet, isn't it? Please make a sound. Please show me that you're here. You've moved so many things in this house before and in this bathroom. If you could do the same again, that would be great. Alright guys, what should we do? Well, I think we should carry on, I guess. Please, can you move something for me? Show me you're here. I don't mean any disrespect to you. I'm going to move this. I'm going to set this down again. Just move. How's that? Just move that out of the way. Let's just sit down here. If you can see. Oh, there we go. I really want to call out like I normally do, but I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm not going to shout. Certainly not going to try and demand. I have no right to. Can you move something? Can you make another noise in the kitchen? Whoa. Did you hear that? Hello? Right. That was a banging sound. I don't know which room it came from. Hello? Hello? I don't even know what would make that sound. I really don't. It was like a boom. Right, that's the only kind of sound, like a boom. Right, let's see that again. I can do that again. That's the same position, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, if you can you make the same sound? Please, can you make a sound? It's weird, isn't it? When you're least expecting it, something happens. And then when you're trying to recreate it, nothing happens. There's so many people watching this that would love to speak to you, to hear your voice, to communicate with you. We're not here to intrude or cause any harm or anything. We're just here to see you, talk to you. We know you're here. We know what you're capable of. Can you make a noise in the bathroom or another one in the kitchen? If you can. Crying out loud. That has moved. Hello? That has moved. What the hell? There's no one there. That side. I might turn around pretty quick. So, well, we know no one's in here, so I'm going to stop trying to prove to everyone that no one's in here because I'm just wasting time. Well, we know no one's in here. It's behind the door. Now that has moved a good 3 feet. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you move it back? Oh, my heart is racing. Can you move it back? Now, that there has moved. I'll probably show a shot of it in a second, but that was right back against the door. And I will have a shot because we walked around the whole house at the beginning. That was there. And seconds before I walked through this door here, back into there. And it wasn't there then because it's right in the way. If you look, I mean, that's right in the way of the door. Let's move it back, shall we? Move it back. It moves very easily, to be fair. Actually, could it move on its own? I'm just going to try and move on its own. No, it moved about a foot on its own when I pulled it, but it didn't make the same sound. The sound was very much even that, was it? It was more that. There's no way can that have made that sound. Even if I pull it. Oh, just hit the camera. That's moved to there, but that's not made the sound. Okay, right, let's go back to where we were. Let's see if we can do that again. Thank you very much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Can you do it again for me, please? It's so frustrating. Please, can you just move that pram once more? If you do it once more, I will leave. Or if you'd like me to stay and talk, I'll stay. But I don't know what you want me to do. And that's why I need to communicate with you. I just need to know, that's all. It can be very soul destroying sometimes when you find something so great which excites you to extreme levels and gets your heart going, and then nothing. But then again, maybe we're asking too much. I mean, that cannot move on its own. It can't. What the Hello? Another bang. Well, that was definitely in here. Now, it sounded like the bang before, but I don't know. It's very difficult sometimes to know where to point the camera, because you probably get just as bored as I do about seeing the same thing over and over again, but you have to try and find out if there's anything moved. But I don't know if anything's moved in this place. What could have made that bang? There's nothing in here that could have made a banging sound like that. You know, this has just taken me back. My beautiful mum used to fold my jammies up and put them on the bed, freshly out the wash, and then the next day I'd put them under my pillow. Well, it's funny, I lost my mum last year, and things like that take you right back to a time when you had no pressures, just your mum that loved you. Right, if you're a mum, and maybe you are, that wanted to move the pram that you would have had your little baby in, your little pride and joy, I envy you both. I envy you, and I envy that little baby. Come and push the pram again. Just come towards me. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Last time I was here I had so much happening in that bathroom, and yet nothing at the moment. And I've got this moving. We've had that move in the past, but never that. It begs the question, are they different spirits? Or the same spirits doing different things? I don't know. That was remarkable, I have to say. Can you please do something again? Can you do anything again? See, there's a part of me wants to sit back down where I was before, there, and see if it happens again. But then again, why would it happen again if there's no one, you know, if I'm just sitting in that spot, why would it not do it now? Okay, let's try it once more. Let's just leave that there. It's not the greatest of shots, but I made a career out of doing not the greatest of shots. Right. Can you move something again for me, please? Hell was that? Hell was that? Something moved. I saw something dark go across. Right, now that wasn't there before. What is it? Now that looks like a... Right, now that's obviously a travel case for hairbrushes and the like. And I think that came from here. There. Eden Camp. A description of something on there, but I'm sure that was there. I remembered it when I looked at this, which I'll show again. I'm going to show again right now. We have everything I can look back on now if anything moves. What a great heater. We have everything I can look back on now if anything moves. What a great heater. So now you'd have seen that that was there. I'm sure it was. Which means that must have moved, giving you a point of view shot. When I was sitting there, it must have gone from here through this door, somehow through here and land there. And I'm sitting there. And that is remarkable. Thank you. Starting to come awake now and liven up. Can you do something while I'm here? That is fantastic. See, now the atmosphere is changing a little bit and I'm not feeling as welcome as I did before. That's not the first time we've had something come thrown out of that bedroom, to be honest. With one of our events, we had some people in this room and a handbag flew across the room and hit the door and no one was in the room. So we know stuff happens, but that's come from there. I mean, that's a huge, no, it's come from there. And I mean, I saw it sort of here. Once I look back at the footage, I'll know exactly what it was, because it was only for a split second, but something flew across that doorway. Can you move it again? It really is. It's frustrating but fascinating all at once. And because, you know, lots of people say, why don't you have your camera pointing at where it's going to happen? I mean, fortunately, we caught that. We actually have that on camera. But how do you know where something's going to happen? I would have had no idea that was going to come over there. I could very well have been in the kitchen sitting down or in the bedroom sitting down and we wouldn't have caught anything. And And even the pram moving, I know we didn't catch it moving, but I span round really quickly and it was there. So how do we know what's going to happen? If I'm talking to you and this lamp decides to crash to the floor, I won't have caught it on camera. If this clock decides to tick and I'm in that room. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, but you understand the point. Thank you. Can you throw something else? I'm kind of using this hat. Hat stand as a bit of a rest. Can you move something else for me? Oh, it's creaking. What a great little kids' room this would have been. Please, just do something else. I know I keep asking, but what you've done has been fantastic, really fantastic. And we all of us couldn't be more appreciative of it. But if you could do something else, that would be great. Just make a sound in the kitchen or... in one of the bedrooms. Can you move those books on the end of that bed? A little scooter, maybe. Maybe the old blanket warmer, that would have been back in the day. Can you open one of these sets of drawers? Please, can you make a sound? It's gone very quick. Hang on. I heard a ticking sound. Hello? Okay. Tick, tick, tick. Is anyone here? That's not moved. These are, well, I'm assuming they're the same. They don't look like they've moved. Is anyone here? I suppose that in itself could be the outside, but it was like a tick, 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 tick. It's not happening now. Well, time running on. Crumbs, we have some two fantastic things in here. Absolutely brilliant. And not the stuff we normally get. I guess you can never be complacent or expect the same stuff in any haunted location. But thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. I've got to go now. I just wish whoever's here peace and happiness, because you deserve it. I think you're good people and you deserve happiness and peace. God bless you. And God bless you all for watching. Thank you very much. Thank you.